Start recording button as well. Keep an eye on it.
Oh my god! So I'm gonna blame Vast for this, but basically, hello YouTube. We are recording again. The only interesting thing that's happened is Darklord went first and summoned Christia by tributing through an Ixchiel draw and a Superbia special summon. So yeah. So Tom has actually drawn the grass looks greener, or the grass is greener, or lawn mowing.
That grass looks greener.
So he's got a lot of reactive cards that go to the graveyard that do obviously special summons, so it's worth trying to hold on to it to see if you can actually get anything.
Yeah, I mean, in this game as well, let's just see sort of what he's looking to draw to get out of this. I can see...
what are his outs? Because obviously we have the deck lists.
I can see a Regeki, 3 left arm offering to get the Regeki.
A left arm offering would be a bit weird, because obviously he's got the lawn mowing in hand, and I'm pretty sure that Nathaniel has a... he has a Twin Twister set as well. So Tom's going to summon the Terratop and just attack into the back row. Attack into the, not back row, obviously, the set monster, which is pretty different, but he set the max C.
Interesting that he would do that.
I would have just kept the max C.
I guess he's kind of...
maybe he's trying to go for another tribute summon, and that's what Tom thinks, because he's trying to push here now.
Actually, yeah, that was very clever by Tom, I guess. He knows in this situation the game's not really going to end if his opponent has a Christia.
Yeah, it's very true. So this is the Change of Heart effect. And he's just going to tribute it for, I assume, a Vanity's Fiend. And we have double lockdown now. So this is going to be the first damage of the game. So 2-8 and 2-4. Do you want to take that for me? So leaving Tom on 2,800 life points.
So just thinking about the field here. If he were to get a left arm offering, I guess he would play that grass looks greener into left arm offering and just pray that he milled some good cards.
Yeah, he did. Oh, maybe. So is he playing any shadows out of interest?
I can't see any on the deck list.
I think it's just Light Sworn, isn't it?
It's got the Brilliant Fusion Engine. It's got the Light Swarms. It's got the zombies.
So what would he? Oh yeah, there we go. Just scoop that one up. So that's a very simple game one there.
Yeah, I think we kind of guessed that was coming.
We kind of knew that was coming.
His hand.
Yeah.
He had a very explosive hand, but couldn't really do much.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just realised I haven't put the games won and lost on there. Yeah.
So
Tom won.
If you've just tuned in, Tom is 1-0. Sorry. Tom is 0-1.
Yeah.
Darklord took that game. I had quite a lot of people telling me what sort of on the lead up to Zoodiacs that tribute decks they're favouring them quite heavily just because obviously not everybody can pick up Zoodiacs. Barrages are hitting £70 at the minute, so it's a very expensive deck.
Yeah, it is very expensive. Like I actually like Darklord. So many people just crap on it because they don't like it. I actually think it's good, and mainly because is the Darklord player playing the full force virus? Interestingly, he isn't.
Not. He is just playing a very pure build.
But he is playing 2 in the side, which I think he'll be bringing into this game because you resolve a full force virus against Zoodiac, you normally win. The problem is obviously Tom's playing the 60 card variant, which has a lot of other cards he can rely on. Yeah. But if you go against just a normal Zoodiac player and you resolve full force virus, it's kind of ridiculous because some of the most optimal plays will be first turn to go into for example an Ixchiel Superbia draw, and then you'll be able to bring it back as well. So bring back the Ixchiel, then bring back the Superbia, then the Ixchiel, and you have the full force virus in hand. Sometimes you can also have a Vanity's Fiend, so you can tribute with the Vanity's Fiend and still use that spare Darklord to resolve the full force virus.
So they can't special summon.
They can't special summon them. They've just lost all their monsters below 1/5, which is disgusting.
So full force virus. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's tribute a dark with 2,000 or more.
2,000 or more. Yep, and then crush card effect.
All monsters with 1,500 or less defense.
I think it is.
The one?
Or is it attack?
I think it's the defense one.
Possibly, yeah.
Because I think deck dev is the attack one, so.
Which is just ridiculous because then you also have the 3 turns as well to check what your opponent has. So it's going back into the olden days of crush and such. So I really do like that.
So looking at the side decks, just taking a look at Nathaniel's deck here, I can see the only cards that would really help him in this matchup are the 2 full force viruses we've been just discussing and the 2 Gamma-Sils. He might want to bring those in to hit Trident, but I'm not sure if it's really that strong for him here. He might just bring in 2 full force and take out the 2 Twin Twisters since they don't really do too much against.
So going over Nathaniel's side deck, all of them, just so you know, so you can possibly make your own decisions, is 3 Ghost Ogre, 3 Winter Cherry, 1 DDD, So DDD. 1 DD Crow, 1 Eradicator, Epidemic Virus, 1 Unwavering Bond, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 System Town, 2 False Virus, and 2 Garma Seal. So, yeah, it's a bit strange. Well, on the other hand, Tom has... I assume it's a very random side deck. Oh, he sides the Kaiju engine.
Yep, so he's got the 7 Kaijus, the 3 Slumbers, 4 Kaijus, 3 Twin Twister, 3 Artifact Lancia, a Blackwing Dragon, and a Steel Swarmer. So very sort of a typical Zoodiac side deck. You've got the Twin Twisters for the back row removal. You've got the Artifact Lancia for the Infernoids normally, just so you can have something to stop them.
Ooh, see, that Tom Tackenborg keeps getting drawn every time, but he's open Wolf as well, which is a bit horrible. But it depends who's going first, which I'm sure our resident Judge Kiwi is going to inform us. Tom is starting, but you open Barrage, which is crazy. So Tom's hand, I'll go over Tom's hand and then you can go over the other one. That's the other one. Tom starts. Well, Darklord is Zerato, two Superbia, the other enchantment, the one that banishes, destroys a card, and then Max C. The Max C is going to be incredible for Nathaniel here, that he does drop on the Barrage.
Yep,
I find it strange that he dropped it when Tom activated it instead of activating the effect.
Yeah, because so just to summarise Tom's hand, he's got a Raiden, a Wolf, a Tactomborg, a Barrage, and a Shirenui Spy Master?
Spiral Master, yeah.
Spiral Master.
Or Spirit Master, one or the other. So those mills were awful. Left arm offering and Maxi.
So, just looking at Tom's hand, he's drawn the Wolf and a Tactomborg, which really you never
dead cards.
You never want to draw. So he's got 5 cards. He opens the Barrage. I mean, if I was his opponent here, I'd just wait for him to activate it. So that way
of course.
He's left with...
Then you're at least replacing the Maxi.
Yeah, he's left with a rat on the field. Sort of, for those of you that don't know, the Zoodiacs, they mainly end up with 1 Trident face up and any rank 4.
Yeah.
But to do that, they need to utilize all 3 rats. So just even getting that rack out of the deck as a 0/0, you get a draw.
Yeah. So Tom's gonna proceed to destroy the Raiden instead of the Barrage, which means you can get a bit of value out of the Barrage later, maybe.
So I guess the main question here is, will he make a Trident on top of that? I'm guessing he will, just because
I would assume so,
his
because
opponent his opponent plays Vanity's Fiend, Christia. He just needs to get something up.
It's worth it to give the opponent 2 cards to draw, which is basically just a +1 at the end of the day. Then be locked out again by Christia and expecting to draw something. So, looking at Nathaniel's hand, he's drawn the 3rd Superbia. So, if he has draw cards, he's pretty good. But he has Pot of Desires. That, what is it, neg 10? Neg 9?
Banish 10. Against a Lawnmower deck as well, he's he's very brave to keep that in. He's just added an extra 10 cards to the mill.
Pretty much.
When that grass green is played.
So, what did he pick up? I think he might have picked up another Desires, I can't see. But it looks like he can't make any plays. Those 3 Superbia are quite difficult.
I think that's the Darklord spell card.
Oh, well then it's no use when you can't do anything with it, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
So, wow, that Lila draw was pretty good. So, someone's Lila obviously going to target his rightmost card.
Shuffles the hand to pretend like it was a...
Yeah. And he's going to activate it to take control of one of Tom's cards, which is fairly decent because he can potentially stop a few things.
Does that target, by the way?
No, it doesn't target. He can take the Trident.
So I guess Tom's question here is, does he want to chain the Trident and kill itself?
Or pop the actual trap card? Because it has to be face up, doesn't it? So you can just target that.
Continuous.
It's not a continuous, no. But on the chain link, it's a face up card.
Yeah.
Pretty sure how that works.
So I mean, so he's activated the trap. He's going to take control of one of Tom's monsters here, right?
He's going to attempt to.
So Tom has activated it. I'm not quite sure what he's targeted.
Oh, he's targeted Trident. So maybe you can't do that. Maybe I'm just talking rubbish.
Yeah, I think in that situation he's guaranteed to get one of the 2 monsters.
Yeah, he is.
So I guess Tom's just killed the Trident there. Probably made the correct play just because.
Yeah, but he is going to lose the Barrage now, which is a bit annoying. Oh no, because Lila already activates effect. Yeah.
So if he let his opponent take the Trident, then he's going to lose the Barrage there 100% of the time. The Lila's already used the effect, so it can't change battle position. It can't do anything. He can still go off with that Barrage.
Yeah, which he is going to do now.
And as I said, the Maxi play earlier on in the game, sort of that rat would have been on the field already.
So Rat's actually going to get destroyed now. So he opened up both of his Zoodiac, both of his Darklord trap cards, which is fairly decent because he had the It Shields and everything in hand to get rid of it too. Excuse me. Shout out to the 105 people watching. I'm losing my voice already. So, yeah, pretty interesting. While they're just deciding on that, quick thoughts on link summoning.
Summoning?
Yeah, the brand new mechanic that has been announced for the OCG and will be in TCG in like October-ish.
So I actually saw somebody with an OCG proxy of the link summon card. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, every time a new mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh comes out, everybody's quite vocal.
Yeah.
They're not like a fan of change. I mean, I'm kind of the same as well. I saw you posted up saying how you're not really looking to pick up anything massive within the next 6 months, Yu-Gi-Oh wise, because obviously you pick up a deck, you expect to normally get about 6 to 9 months worth of life out of it.
But already we have a clock on it.
Yeah.
Like, with the ban list, by the way, NathanielYoh drew Laura Darkness, which he's just played. And he picks up a Vanity's Fiend, which is pretty decent. Yeah, that Ixchel is just too good. Yeah, feel free to move that. So, even with the ban list, when we had a date, we still got... we didn't know what would get hit. So the ticking time bomb wasn't really such a thing, but now we know that a lot of decks are going to really suffer in the next set.
Yeah.
Well, the next set, sorry. What is it? Crossroad Chaos or something random like that after Maximum Crisis?
I know you have Fusion Enforcers coming out next week, and then you have Maximum Crisis, and then I'm not sure what the set following that is, actually. I'm not sure what it's called.
But we're just going to quickly say, this is huge. The Vanity's Fiend has been established. Zarato's going to swing for a hefty 2-8. And honestly, like, Tom might be in a bit of trouble here.
Yeah, this might actually be a relatively quick series. And just going back to Tom's hand, I mean, we pointed it out. He drew the Wolf and the Tacton-Borg, which is
not good.
That is 2 of the 4 cards in his hand.
I think that was lawn mowing.
It's definitely a spell card.
Yeah, it's definitely lawn
mowing. So
he has to activate it now, surely. Because I'm not entirely sure how he's going to be able to get over this. Because he might be thinking, well, I can possibly set... Darklord isn't the quickest of decks to establish monsters on board, at least. Drawing's great. But there's only so many monsters he can summon that isn't tribute summoning. I'm pretty sure he doesn't play any that he can just normal summon apart from like Max C without tribute summoning. Because he can't special summon, so Tom's just going to possibly try and get value out of one more draw, maybe.
Yep. The Darklord Zerato is 28?
28, yeah.
So, yeah, he's literally got 2 more turns.
I think that was possibly one of the Kaiju's put in. The Dark Kaiju, I think, that he drew.
I can't see that on his deck list.
Code of the Duelist. Thank you, MacLord. That's what it is. So, so he's activating Zarato's effect to try and just take the game right now, I think.
Yep, he's got the 28 and the 24 on field.
Yeah. But can he? 28, 24? Oh, yeah.
As we know, watching this, because we have all the information, we know that set card is that grass looks greener. So I guess all Tom can really rely on here is just trying to bluff that it's...
which is exact game.
Yeah, thinking about the cards and that could be set after the first attack goes through, it's like a dimensional prism.
Yeah, so basically, it's at the end of the... And that's it, yeah. At the end of the turn, it gets destroyed. Which is Zarato's effect, because they were just wondering, can you still attack with it? You can. Because it's an end fate. 3 Christie are banished with Pot of Desires. Too good. But that was a very quick game. And Darklord goes X1. No, wait.
Yeah, XO.
Too good. Tom's just giving me the eyes. I'm sorry, Tom. I know you're going to be watching this. I'm sorry. I think he might be a little bit cursed on my streams. Maybe he's going to turn them down from now on.
Maybe every time you're like, oh, Tom, mate, do you want to
Tom, do you want to open it? He's going to be like, go away, Will. I don't want to talk to you.
Like, you're the reason I drew Wolf and Tacton-Borg, Will.
You drew Tacton-Borg for game 1 and game 2. And I'm sure he only plays 1, right? He's not super spicy playing more.
No, yeah,
he's only playing 1.
Just the 1.
So, you heard it here first, guys. 60-card deck draws Tom Tacton-Borg as the 5th card both times, game 1 and game 2.
Before we see any of the stacking comments in the chat,
yeah,
I think it's just a very bad luck on his part.
Well, honestly, I really think Darklord is a decent deck. Like, I've been saying this so many times, and Kiwi, who is our judge on Feature Match, tells me they're garbage. You don't really know much about them.
Well, so the main deck that people were hyping to me was, since the release of Foolish Burial Goods, people were saying Monarch would get a bit of boost.
Yeah.
Just because, obviously, it's pretty good. You can send all of the Monarch spells and traps.
Yeah.
So, I've had people telling me you play You play Monarchs. You have the domain still. You play 3 Vanities Fiend. You have 1 up. Zoodiac can't really do much.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just one of them. But okay, so obviously it's round 1, and to everyone who's watching, obviously the problem is obviously round 1 is the one that takes the longest on average because there's so many players, and then there's possible end of match procedures and time. So that'll be a bit annoying. But do stay tuned. I know some of you may drop out, but if you do want to join in later, please do. We will keep the live stream going. Obviously, we'll just go to intermission. Tommy's not looking very happy, bless him. He's laughing though, but he's not happy. And yeah, so we'll go to the intermission now, and we shall see you in a little bit.